Oh man, what is going on with the internet? Good night. I mean, this is just ridiculous. What's going on, everybody? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Glad you guys are here. I'm thoroughly confused as to what's going on with the internet. So, hopefully it will work properly. Not sure what happened there. Been working fine all day. Alright guys, so I guess we'll give everybody a few more minutes to kind of jump back on, get back in the channel. We'll kind of get into things. Got a ton of stuff to talk about. Probably won't get to it all, but you know, that's the way we do things around here, I guess. Yeah, everything's falling apart. So who we got in the chat tonight? I see Bartholomew Bob was here. Not just rocks. What's going on, sir? 2021 is a great year of football, and it will not happen this season. I'm devastated as everyone, but it's not happening. So it's been my opinion from the start that they're going to find a way to have college football. I don't see any way that they don't have college football. There is just too many... Audio input capture 2. There's just too much going on for it not to happen. Is my chat not keeping up? Hey, you guys type something so I know you're there. What in the world is going on with this thing, man? I'm losing my mind. This is frustrating. This is like the hardest part about doing this. So annoying. Okay. I'm not sure what in the world is going on with this thing. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Type. Texas rocks. What's going on? Looks like I got a bandwidth problem. I'm going to try and do something. I don't know if it's going to work, but we'll see what happens. So let's do... What's going on, Spencer? What's going on, Atypical Gump? Uncle Lou. He nailed it. Hashtag professional. You got it, buddy. Absolutely a fact right there. So I'm going to see if I can change the shouldn't be having any problems here, but maybe let's see if we drop it down a little bit. Maybe it'll fix itself. I don't know. It might crash. I don't know. This worked fine. I did the preview pre-studio. Everything was working fine. Now all of a sudden it's hot garbage. Let's see. Cross your fingers, guys. Hope it doesn't crash. Maybe it did. I don't know. Here we go. Killed it. Oh, it's always something. It's always something. All right, well, let's see what happens. We're going to roll with this. All right. So don't worry, it'll come back here in just a second. Pearl Harbor was just attacked. Good Lord. What's going on, guys? There has been so much going on right now. Huskers going bowling this year. I doubt it. Terrible internet. Terrible internet. I don't know what's going on, but we got it back, so we'll just roll with this. BVD, is that you? Just about. So, Uncle Uncle Lou, I'm surprised you're still up, man. After that, after all that rock work you've been doing in that yard, man. Hats off to you, sir. I don't know that I could do that. Hey, what's going on, Sarah? Crimson Brave, how's it going, man? Crimson Brave, I'm just going to show that just because it's funny. Another moderator just handled this. Ain't got no internet. It is what it is. So, if you guys saw, hey, what's going on, Sarah? If you guys saw, I think it was the Big Ten came out and they said they're going to do all conference schedule. I guess Pac-12 is doing it. ACC is probably going to make an announcement. I mean, it's you did all 10,000 pounds. Man, you don't need a gym membership for the rest of the year. You're good. Good night. What's going on, David Johnson? It's going to be an all-conference schedule. I mean, that's what it's going to end up being if we have it at all. I believe we are going to have a season. For me, one of the downturns is that it's going to be the first year, and I can't remember. I could probably look it up in about 2 seconds, but I can't remember the last time that Georgia didn't play Georgia Tech in a season. That's one of my favorite games to watch. We've had some close games over the years. It's such an old tradition. I'm really going to miss seeing that game, but it's going to be intense. But if you guys saw Uncle Lou's video he made today while he was toiling away, he made mention of reference to the first week being the Georgia-Alabama game, and I've been kind of trying to come to grips with that all day. I don't know if that's going to be a good thing or if that's going to be a bad thing. It could be a good thing. It could be a great thing. It could also be a terrible thing. So I just don't know yet. I haven't really had enough time to dig into it. I would tend to believe that maybe it would be a good thing because since we're running a brand new offense, they're not going to have an opportunity to see it. But we also have a brand new quarterback, so we don't know if he's had time to get used to the offense playing against a real team. And to start out against the Alabama defense is just intense. There is so much political stuff going on right now, guys. I'm really trying not to get into any of the politics of it. There's tons of channels for that stuff, and it's not that I don't appreciate you guys' comments, but I'm not going to be able to participate in that arena because no matter what I say, if I pick one side or I pick the other, even if I put disclaimers on it, it's going to tick people off. And people don't come to my channel for politics anyway, so I just try to stay out of it. So, yeah. This will be a crazy football season for sure. I'm really interested because I haven't sat down and done it yet, but I'm really interested to see how they're going to work the schedules out. You would think in a way it will line up, but I haven't really had a chance to dig into it. What I'm afraid is going to happen is that it's really going to get spun around, and instead of playing Auburn whenever we're supposed to play Auburn because of a conflict on somebody else's schedule or they got to move something around, because different teams play offset weeks, and it's complicated. But it's really going to be interesting to see if they're able to keep the same schedules. Maybe they are. I don't know. I think Q-Bearded, I think everybody wants to get back to the way things used to be. I think football fans probably more than anybody else. I am excited to see that they are going to have, I think, a 60-game season for baseball, which is freaking awesome. I really want to go see a Braves game. Keith, if you're still in the channel, we need to get that lined up. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but we definitely want to get that. I want to get that done. I want to do that again this year. That was fun last year. Typically, for those of you guys who've been around the channel for a while, Keith Carr, he's a family member. He's my cousin, and there's been, I think, the past 2 or 3 years, ever since I came back to Georgia. We've went to the spring game. Obviously, we weren't able to go this year, but I think last year he actually took me to a Braves game, and it was really awesome. Hey, what's up, the bet? Uncle Lou's still making videos. Uncle Lou's making videos, but I think right now he's trying to get his studio set up, and I don't blame that guy. I bet he wished he would have started earlier in the year because it's hot right now. But he's been doing all his, like up until now, he's been doing all his stuff out of his garage, man. And if you live in Georgia, that's some dedication just to hang out in the garage. Never mind sit down and try to make a professional video like he does. That's crazy. That's just like mine's in my basement. Like this wall behind me is part of a hallway. And I got like a little nook in the corner here that my studio stuff is in, and then this is the back wall. It goes about halfway down the wall to the hallway out towards the back door. But yeah, I mean, I'm fortunate enough that I'm in the basement. It's nice and cool down here. It's kind of like in the center of the house. There's no windows in the way. I mean, it's a really good spot. So for me, hey, I'm fortunate. Lou, he's been suffering out there in the heat. Hey, what's up, Keith? Oh, man, 107 degrees in Texas is crazy, man. I don't want no part of that. I want no part of that. Haven't been to the new Brave Stadium yet. You should go. That place is really awesome. When you watching it on TV doesn't do it justice. They really did that place nice. You can't see it obviously from the stadium, but there's a museum. It might as well be a museum. They got all kind of stuff all around the inside of the stadium, talking about Hank Aaron and all kind of other great players that were from the Atlanta Braves. So yeah. Speaking of hot, I saw the devil heading north trying to cool off. That's a possibility, man. It's certainly been hot. So yeah. Imagine Lou making a "Your Season Is Over" video without being proud. Here's the thing. I'm not sure how much of an impact that would have because, again, I haven't had a lot of time to sit down and go over that. But I still think that East and Westing is going to play a part. I still think we're going to have the SEC championship. So it's entirely possible that either team could lose that game and still end up in the SEC championship just like in previous years. I once liked old Lou, but haven't watched him since he banned me. Uncle Lou said, I have a feeling Lou doesn't miss you. You guys. I don't know what you guys got into it about, but I think you guys will both be okay if you don't end up hanging out and sharing a pizza together. I think you'll both survive. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to this season. I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen. I'm really interested when they're going to roll the schedules out. I guess the SEC commissioners are going to have a so this is just for you, Q Bearded. And here we go. Yeah. So I really want to see what the SEC commissioners say. If you get banned from LouTube, you definitely earned it. I kind of have to lean in that direction because I have seen Lou put up with some rough stuff on his channel. Usually you have to get personal, and then that's when the hammer comes out. But everybody has a bad day here and there. That's between y'all. Y'all work it out. I'm good over here. You think we would get a 12-game season still playing just SEC teams? We certainly could. I think they're talking about playing like 9 games, conference games. Maybe 10, your SEC championship, and a playoff game or a national championship game, depending on how they do it. I don't know. But, I mean, everything's up in the air right now. At this point, I'm just grateful that they're still trying to have the season. It's nobody involved wants to see college football go away. Not for 6 months, not for 4 months, not for an extra week later in the season starting late. Nobody wants to see that. Everybody wants to play. Sarah says, say a prayer for me, guys. My husband and I are moving the rest of our stuff out of my parents' house, closing Monday. I'm miserably hot in Alabama. Anybody that's moving in Alabama right now, I'll pray for you because good Lord, That's ridiculous. I guess today it was about 6 o'clock. I just got off work, loaded up the kids and the wife. We drove up to the lake. There's a nice place up there where it's a rock face. It's about 3 feet to the water. Kids were having a blast jumping off in the water. Me and the wife and the little guy was sitting down on the little rock ledge, and about, I guess sitting down is about up in my belly button. It was perfect. Loved it. And right across from where that is, there's a I guess it's granite, but it's all stone. It's about 150 feet straight up, and it's all stone. There's no trees or nothing over there. It's just gorgeous. No boats down there. Lots of people having a good time. Everybody real respectful. Nobody leaves trash. It's awesome. Try dragging 3-inch hoses full of concrete in this crap. I have no AC in a work truck, and I've lost 20 pounds this summer. There's no way I would do that, sir. My hat's off to you. God bless you, because I can't do it. I certainly can't do it. Not a bit. Sooners going to win it all this season. This is, in my opinion, this is going to be almost like a flashback to the BCS days, where everybody is going to be vying for more attention than normal, I think, for a national championship push. I don't know. Rankings, I think, are going to matter more this year because you're not going to have cupcake teams to beat up on. I saw where, as a matter of fact, I think it was Luke. I saw where they're going to let Notre Dame play in the ACC. I hope they do, and then I hope that they tell them every year after that they have to play in the ACC. But Sooners are going to win it all just like Rutgers. You had me for a second, Q. I don't know what's going to happen. The rankings are definitely going to be different this year, just because we've got so many. There's no tune-up games. If you're in the SEC, there's no tune-up games. None. I mean, maybe if you start off with Vandy, but that's it. Hey, what's going on, Romeo? How you doing, sir? Need Texas to really be back. I'm sorry for all you Texas fans, man. Good night. Because y'all recruit the same places that Oklahoma does. Brad Pitt. He says hashtag ND join the damn conference. I agree. We will finish Bama off this year. Man, I hope so. Golly, I hope so. Do you know? No, you guys don't know. You do not know what it's like to be a content creator and get on here and have, like, you make your trash talk video, right? And, like, let's just say 1,000 people see it, just for a round number. Before the game, 1,000 people will see it. After the game, it seems like 15,000 see it, and 14,000 of the 15,000 that see it are going to send you a comment and tell you how stupid you are after the fact. It's always something. What are you watching? Gotta watch The Last Kingdom with your wife. Well, hang out with your wife, man. Good. More people should do that. Not hang out with your wife, but hang out with their wife. I wonder what Stephen Genwright says. I wonder what Notre Dame will do right now. Now that they aren't in a conference. Apparently, the ACC is gonna let them play in a conference, so we don't know. Hey, what's up, Reasonable Gump? And Just a Lady in Alabama. Probably. Who knows? Who knows? Pac-12 says they won't play non-con games. I hope Bama marks USC as a forfeit. Wouldn't that be awesome? Oh, man. Man, we ain't even got the college football season. Drew already with the teeth comments, man. Good night. I've heard all kind of stuff. I've heard that some of these players are having COVID parties to go ahead and get it so they can get over it and get it out of the way. That would not surprise me. And the reason it wouldn't surprise me is because I know that there are people out there. I mean, like, there's some weird people in the world. You should see some of the emails and stuff I get. Ooh, there are people that get together with their kids. Like, they get on the internet and they find somebody that's kids that have chicken pox. And they want to know if they can have a play date so that their kids can get the chicken pox from their kids. What? Why would you do that? So it wouldn't surprise me. It would not surprise me at all. I mean, I know I think there's a bunch of Alabama players come down with it. I think 23 of the Clemson players come down with it. It was probably more. Who knows? Hey, what's up, Jesse? It's absolutely ridiculous. With our players' attitudes and demands. Ouch, dude. Well, hey, I tell you what, Texas. Georgia's always taking fans. I mean, you can tell we got some crazy fans. I mean, look at this. I mean, I get on the internet every day, and I'm looking for Georgia memorabilia. Somebody selling it, somebody making it. You know, what does somebody have that I can afford? Am I taking calls? I really haven't thought about taking a call. But I guess I can if you want to call in, man. Mad Dog says no football. I don't know, dude. I really don't know. I want to believe that Texas Rock says go Dogs. I want to believe that they're gonna find a way to do it. There's a lot of, and just there's so much misinformation out there. Between what's really happening, what might be happening, what's not happening, and what people are saying is happening. So between all of that, there's so much misinformation. I don't think anybody really knows. So I don't know. Let me see if I can get this thing. I really got to get with BVD and Lou and figure out how they're doing StreamYard, because that seems to work really well. I don't know what it costs. I think the low level is free, but I'm not sure. He said anytime a Tennessee fan scores a touchdown on anybody they play, a Tennessee fan will get their food stolen by me. What's up, Quinn? Man, that's something else, man. Like, in the past, 2 weeks, man, out of nowhere, I've just been getting comment after comment after comment about the Justin Fields video I made. I went back and watched that video just to refresh my memory on what I said. Now, I still feel like I was pretty spot on. And people are like, man, you don't know what you're talking about, Justin Fields. I'm like, listen, if one of them happened to be watching this, I'm going to tell you right now, Justin Fields, just like I said in the previous video, was never going to be developed at Georgia. I'm glad that he went to Ohio State, because the kid is so talented he actually deserves to play. He did not have the talent to carry his team to a national championship. Kirby Smart was not going to start him over Jake Fromm, because Jake Fromm had already carried Georgia to a national championship in one way or another. When Justin Fields got to Ohio State and he got to the big game, he threw 1 touchdown pass and 2 interceptions. That would seem to validate that he buckled under the pressure. He made bad decisions in the big game, which is what I said. I don't hate Justin Fields. I'm happy that he went to Ohio State. He's a generational talent, because Georgia was not treating him right and was apparently not going to be able to treat him right. I mean, if we'd have had Todd Monken, different story. But we didn't have Todd Monken. We had Chaney and Coley, or Chaney 2.0, whatever you want to call him. It was never going to. If you had Justin Fields still at Georgia right now, what's up, Iceberg players? If you had Georgia right now, had Justin Fields would still look like a terrible quarterback, because we don't know how to use him. When we're putting him in to run the ball on fake punt plays, we weren't using him properly. What we got going on here in the comment section? I probably done missed on 2 or 3 things. We need to call the supervisor tonight. But he's a very important individual and is always busy. That is true. He does go to bed early sometimes. It absolutely goes to bed early. Oh, man, it has been such a long, crazy week. So we'll give you guys some updates, kind of what's going on in my world. We you guys know about the garden that we planted. That thing keeps us pretty busy. I've got a big yard that I have to cut. It takes a lot of grass. Brad Pitt, you are correct. And in a little bit of vehicle maintenance, I did buy a boat that I haven't paid for, because I still have to pay my friend for it. But I got that under control. The motor needed some work. Took the cylinder head off. Bought a new cylinder head. I have the new cylinder head. I'm waiting on the gaskets to come in. Once the gaskets come in, I'll put everything back together. Put the new intakes on. Take them out. What's going on, Jermaine? Hey, buddy. Ain't seen you in a hot minute. What's going on, Christy? What's going on, William? Hey, there's Bartholomew. So that's been a project we've been working on. Just tons of stuff going on, man. I love the boat. I'm not gonna lie. I've wanted a boat for I don't know how long. Lived in Charleston for 5 years. Never could swing it. But now, I think we're in a good spot. I'm gonna sell my old boat, which is a John boat, which will be more than enough to pay for that boat because basically my buddy just about gave it to me for what he sold it to me for. Then I can get family and friends and whatnot to come out on Carter's Lake and we'll have a good time. So excited about that. Trying to get everything lined up for kids going back to school. I heard a baseball bat is better than a lawnmower. Yeah, especially if it ain't got no gas in it, man. It's terrible. Hey, Kevin Ron, I'm with you, man. I definitely need football. Carl, the supervisor, sounds and looks like he ate Ron Jeremy. Maybe. Don't know. But I think I got a little more up here than old Ronnie does. But yeah. No, man, everything's been going great. Business is starting to pick back up from my normal job, which is really good. Who is coming out of the spec with the only conference games if we do have a season playoff? Who's coming out of the SEC? I'm not sure I understand your question there, Quinn. What's going on, Dwayne? What's up, Go Tigers? I think college football is coming back for a number of reasons. One reason is the money. There's a lot of money involved in college football. Even if you have a very limited season, even if you have only a few things going on, give Crimson Brave the BVD treatment. Maybe. We'll see. What are you typing? Mad Dog, are you trolling, man? What's going on, CJ Canes? There we go. What's up? So the second reason is that having college football in the fall is going to bring a sense of normalcy. It's going to help a lot of people kind of pull out of that funk that a lot of people are in. If you guys, and by the way, if you know anybody, check on your friends if you haven't talked to them in a while. Some people are really kind of shut in and kind of terrified. Check on them, make sure they're doing okay. Call them and talk to them, make sure they're all good to go. I've made it a point to go and visit as many people as I can that I know. Hey, Mad Dog, I appreciate you joining the channel, man. But this is not a political channel, brother. So you either gonna have to knock that off, or we're gonna kindly ask you to be quiet. Not canceling, move back a week. Yeah, golf is one of those sports where I like to play it, but I hate to watch it. I mean, it's like bowling. I love to bowl. I suck at it, but I love to bowl. But I can't watch people bowl. I cannot watch people bowl. There is so many. I think that if they were going to call it off, if they were just going to throw the towel in, I think they would have done it a long time ago. I think there are so many things in motion, so many wheels driving right now, that it almost has to happen. Because if it doesn't, there's a lot of hard work that's been put in. It's just going to be thrown away. Duck. You going to be on Old Chess Hall's live stream? No, sir. I'll tell you what I do usually most nights. Most nights, this is what I do. There's a video game my daughter plays, and I'll play it too. And I go up there, and we sit down, and she plays this first person shooter game. And I sit there, and she's got her microphone on, and we have commentary back and forth. We're cutting up with people and smack talking and just having a good time. And so I get to spend time with my daughter. Sometimes I go downstairs and I sit with my son when he plays his games, and I cut up with him. Or that's usually what I do when I get off of here. Every now and then, I'll jump onto a stream with BVD if he's doing something at night, or I'll jump on something with Lou. I mean, I enjoy this guy's content, and it's pretty much the same group of people. I enjoy all of y'all, so yeah. But I mean, there's always something going on in my house. So what else is going on? Oh yeah, if you guys have been paying attention, I'm gonna pull it up here real quick. If you guys get a chance, go over on Facebook, check it out. Not Facebook. Go over on Twitter and follow Lee Ringo, UGA Recruiting News. There's all kind of stuff, right? So one of the things that I've noticed is starting to happen more and more, which it's probably happened a lot in the past. You just didn't see it as much. It's kind of maybe under the radar because we didn't have the social media monstrosity we have now. You got 5-star quarterback Brock Vandagriff, who almost won the Elite 11. He's out recruiting right now, talking to other players. There's tons of stuff going on the recruiting front. UGA just got Jamon Demas Johnson. He's a 4-star linebacker. Reminds me of Lorenzo Carter. You guys get a chance, go check him out. But he's doing pretty good. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's all good, man. I saw what you meant. Hey, what's up, Jason Boyd? What was that, flashlight PP? Isn't that what they call that guy, flashlight PP? Oh man, there's some funny stuff that goes on some of these channels. Between Lou and BVD, you never know what you're gonna get as far as the people that show up in the live stream. But man, yeah, he hits like a truck. Like, he reminds me of Ndamukong Suh. Like he smacks, man, smacks hard. Think Corey Foreman going to pick UGA or stay on the West Coast? I'll be honest with you. I kind of hope that guy stays West Coast. I just, looking at the way his social media stuff is set up, he's very flashy, very braggart kind of guy in my opinion. And having confidence is a good thing, but I'm not a big fan of the way he does things. So to me, I like a team that I like the team that every player puts the team first. I like a coach that puts the team first. I like a fan base that puts the team first. So, that's my opinion. If we don't have a season, would the 3-year players be eligible for the NFL? I don't know. Sue should. I'll get to that in a minute, Sean. I think in my opinion, what's probably going to happen, and this is complete speculation, I think that because they've been so flexible with the red shirt, the gray shirt, the blue shirt, the medical shirt, the transfer eligibility, the NCAA seems to be a little more flexible now than it's ever been. And I think that given the unprecedented circumstances that we're seeing now, I think it's highly likely, highly possible, that you're going to see this almost be a gimme year. Like this is not really going to count as far as eligibility goes. Never fell asleep on I've never fell asleep on a BVD stream. I'm one of those guys where I'm pretty much wide open until I lay down. And as soon as I lay down, I'm asleep. It doesn't matter if I'm at a friend's house. It doesn't matter if I'm at a family member's house. If I'm tired, I can stand up and talk to you just like this all day long. But the moment I sit down and lay down, I'm out. The dump truck can be going by. I'll be out. What in the world are you talking about, Bob? See? Damn Auburn fans, man. Golly. Ugh. Hashtag 3-hour flu. So, just to let you guys know, if you don't think they're going to have some kind of season, you may be right. But they're going to have some kind of season. They may get right up next to it and play one game, and then it falls apart. But I think that's going to happen. I think that we're going to end up with a season. Hopefully, we're able to get through the season. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I think this will be a season of changes. I really do. Everything is going to be very fluid. And I wouldn't be surprised that if we get to we get 4 or 5 weeks into the season and there's not some team that's come down with the coronavirus and it's wiped them out. I would not be surprised. Now the question is how are they going to handle that? Are they going to say, you got to forfeit, or are they going to reschedule? Given that it's only going to be a 10-week season, they may choose to reschedule. Are they going to have fans? Are they not going to have fans? I don't know. I would tend to believe that they're going to have fans in a limited capacity, but what's that capacity going to be? Is it going to be 10,000 fans? Is it going to be 5,000 for the home team, 5,000 for the away team? Is it only going to be season ticket holders? Is it going to be just students? What is it going to be? Nobody knows. All of that information is still yet to be determined, and we're just going to have to wait and see what happens. Never been to a game that we lost. Me either. I've had to root for the other team for that to happen sometimes, but I've never been to a game that we lost. No. I've only been to one game where Georgia lost, and believe it or not, it was South Carolina. At South Carolina. Mad Dog, you on a roll tonight, buddy. I'll give you that. You trying. You trying to keep it going. It's definitely going to be a season that none of us will ever forget. But most of us are going to want to forget. Now, this is just my luck. Georgia hadn't won a national championship in 40 years. They may go out there and win this one, and it'll be a national championship, but it's going to be a national championship with a dead blame asterisk beside it. But don't let that fool you. I'm going to jump up and down like it's the greatest national championship we've ever won. So, yeah. Georgia Tech has already announced season ticket holders only. I don't trust those guys because they designed the highway in Atlanta, and that thing's screwed up. Has a fast food place refused to serve me before? In a way. They told me to pull up, and I refused to pull up. They refused to serve me. So I waited. I got my food, and I left. Finkel is Einhorn. What's up, P Digits? Only conference play sucks. I don't know how that's going to affect the spread. You may find out that teams are going to get beat up a little quicker because you're not going to have at least you may have times where you're not playing a team when you really needed to play a cupcake team. But if you'll notice, it was always late in the season whenever you started running through the gambit of your SEC opponents. You know, you would get like a span there where you had 5 or 6 games that was all SEC opponents. What's going up, T Mills? Cody James? No, sir. I am not Dan Mullen. I am not saying that. KFC didn't want to feed the Cookie Monster at all. The only place that refused me service, which I still got my pizzas, was Little Caesars. I had a disagreement with the pizza that they served me. Now I understand Little Caesars ain't but a $5 pizza. We ordered a big box. You know that square pizza. You know I'm from Georgia, but that rectangle pizza looks like that. It's a rectangle. It's a rectangle. They gave me 2 round pizzas like this big around in the damn box. And I opened it up. I said, what is this? And the lady got mad at me because I was unhappy about the pizza. Long story short, me and her had, she got upset at me, told me to leave the store. And I said, I just want my pizza fixed. Like, I wasn't getting out of hand with her. And I ended up going out in the parking lot, and while I was trying to call their corporate office, she called the police up there. And I told the police exactly what happened. I showed them exactly why I was upset. And even the cops was like, yeah, that's messed up, man. He's like, that's not a square pizza at all. I got the whole thing on video. I ended up calling their corporate office. Their corporate office ended up calling me back. I don't know what happened to that lady, but I do know that the next time I went up there, apparently she had told some of the other coworkers that I was not allowed in that store. And I told her, I said, before you make a very serious mistake, you may want to call your corporate office and talk to them. And if you would like, I'll give you the cell phone number to your regional director because I've been talking to her. I was like, she's already pulled the tape in the store. She already knows what's happened. It's like, she's probably going to be calling y'all. I just ordered 2 pizzas online. I've already paid for them. I need them pizzas. And they ended up calling the corporate office. They called a regional director. The regional director not only gave me my order for free, gave me my money back for the previous order, and told me anytime I was up there again that they would give me like a $50 gift card to Little Caesars, which is about the equivalency of a lifetime supply of Little Caesars. So yeah, that was the only bad experience I've had with a fast food place. Sean Stapleton, with OU's recent history, they should be. Hubby was in the Army. I've lived all over the country and Germany. Thank you for your service. Thank him for his service. Let's see here. Somebody said something. Hold on. Pro tip: don't let a fly or roach crawl across your camera during a live stream. I'm not sure how that would happen at my house. Who did that happen to? I must have missed that on somebody's live stream. Will Notre Dame be part of the ACC? conference play? I'm pretty sure they will, Dwayne. I don't know, though. They might. They very well could. Bartholomew says, I understand. I'm just saying, nah. Ask Lou. What? LouTube. I mean, he's in a garage, man. I mean, he lives in the South. We have these things down here called palmetto bugs. I mean, if you've got pine trees in your yard, you're going to have palmetto bugs. It's going to happen. There's nothing you can do about it. I don't care how clean your house is, man. You're certainly going to have flies. I mean, we live in the country. I got fly strips all over the place. We got fly strips, fly swatters. I mean, we live in the country. Crazy. Whew, it has been a long night. I still got a bunch of stuff to do. Notre Dame isn't going anywhere in college football. That is correct. They are not going anywhere. So, guys, got home late, rushed to get the show started, had some complications. It happens. We'll do another live stream here coming up. Probably do it Wednesday night. We'll do a call-in show then. I just kind of wanted to get out here and make a video for you guys because it's been a while. I haven't had an opportunity to really interact with you guys, and I missed it. So, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I got one more thing though, real quick. One more thing. Let me pull it up real quick. There's been something that I've been wanting. I've always felt like there was a little something extra that I wanted to add to the channel. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. So I've been tossing around a couple of ideas, and one of the things that I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start adding this to my live streams or to something. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. But this is what I want to do. I'm going to start trying to make a small segment, and if people jump off, they jump off. It's fine. But anytime I do a live stream or a video, I just want to remind people that there's a golly, can't think. There's a foundation that was started by John Walsh, the sheriff, for missing and exploited kids. If you have missing and exploited kids in your community, in your area, go to your local sheriff's Facebook page, web page, and they'll have a list of those people. The community awareness is really what brings a lot of these kids home. It's the community that sees something, because law enforcement can't be everywhere, brings these kids home. So take time to reach out to your local sheriff's department, find out how you can help with missing and exploited kids, and if you save one kid, it's totally worth it. You guys have a great day. God bless. And guess what? Go Dogs.
Suffocating.